Good morning, dear students. I will start chapter 18. Name of the chapter 18 is the wastewater management. Wastewater management. Today I will start what happens to sewage in our villages. You know that in cities the drainage system is a closed one as the sewage moves within pipes, but in villages it is open, uh, and this kind of network is often not present. Sewage often collects in ponds and ditches, and discharge of untreated sewage into water bodies is one of the main source of water pollution and many diseases. Consequences of contamination of drinking water supplies with sewage. Microorganisms are present in sewage. You know that microorganisms just like bacteria are present in the sewage, and contamination of drinking water supplies with sewage causes many kind of diseases. Obviously if water will contaminate, then it will cause different kind of diseases, and it can cause diseases just like cholera, typhoid, diarrhea, jaundice and diphtheria due to the presence of microorganisms. Because of microorganisms are present in the contaminated water, so it can cause different kind of diseases. And second, microorganisms decompose the organic matter present in sewage, and then in doing so the microorganism use the water's oxygen and release poisonous substances like ammonia. Many aquatic animals die due to the lack of oxygen and due to the release of poisonous substances. So microorganisms decompose organic, which are organic matter present in the sewage, and then it used up the microorganism use up the water's oxygen. Dissolved oxygen are present in the water, and they used a microorganism used that oxygen and releases, then it releases poisonous substances which is mixed with contaminated water, and due to this absence of oxygen aquatic animals die, and foul smelling gases are given off due to the decomposition of waste organic matter present in sewage by anaerobic bacteria. Oral questions are given, you have to do with yourself. Now come to the sewage treatment. Now come to the sewage treatment. Raw sewage is a health hazard, and sewage works or wastewater treatment plants WWTP wastewater treatment plant are designed to treat a large volume of sewer tanks and sewer water and turn it into kind of water which can be considered safe to drink and also put to other usage just like agriculture and industries. So how they are treating with sewage water? After treating, it can be used as agriculture and industrial. So treatment involves physical, chemical and biological process. First one is the physical, second process is the chemical, and third process is the biological. Physical, chemical and biological. So treatment involves physical, chemical and biological process which remove physical, chemical and biological matter present in the waste water. And in sewage treatment plants, the treatment consists of three stages. First stage is the primary stage. First stage is called the primary stage, and following steps are there. In first stage, the sewage is passed through the coarse screen or sewers, and large objects like cans, plastics, packets, rags and sticks are removed in the first process. So in first process, removed large objects like cans, plastic packets, rags, sticks and extra large materials we can remove through the first process, and in second process the liquid is remaining, and the remaining liquid is then passed through a tank which removes grit and sand, and in second process we removed grit and sand, and then that water is passed through the settling or sedimentation tank. Sedimentation process, you know that, and the tank is sloped towards its center, and solids like feces settle at the bottom of this is called the sludge, and sludge is removed by the scraper, and the floating materials like oil, grease are removed by a skimmer. In diagram 18.3 you can see first water is sewage water is treated with the primary treatment, and in first process large objects removed, and then in second process grit and sand is removed, and then in third process by the sedimentation process solid like feces settles at the bottom, and it is called the sludge is removed, and then water, and after that the floating material like oil and grease is removed by the skimmer, and then water so obtained after scraping and skimming is called the clarified water. Which water we got at last by the skimmer and scraping? Last process is the scraping and skimmer. That water is called the clarified water. And sludge, what is the sludge? Sludge is the solid material that settles to the bottom in the settling tank. This is the whole process is comes under the physical or primary treatment. Now come to the secondary treatment. What is the secondary treatment? So second stage or secondary treatment consists of treating the sludge received after the first stage. What is received after the first stage, after the primary stage? Treating the sludge received after first stage with anaerobic bacteria, and the bacteria break it down into harmless substances, and after this stage foul smell is no more present, and biogas produced in the process can be used as fuel, and in second process biogas is produced, and this biogas is used as fuel, or it can be we can use this as electricity. And the clarifiers is also treated in the secondary treatment. Air is pumped into the clarified water so that aerobic bacteria can grow, and bacteria eat up the human excreta, food waste and other unwanted matter, and after a number of hours the bacteria is settled at the bottom, and then this tank is activated sludge, and water from the topmost water is removed, and then this activated sludge contains about 97% water, and it is dried, and the dried sludge is used as manure, and after that what is dried sludge is remaining, it is at last used as manure. And third step is chlorination, and chlorination means treatment with chlorine is done during the third stage to kill diseases causing organism. This is the tertiary stage, or we can say that this is the third stage or biological process or chemical process. Disinfection can also be done by the use of ozone, and the water now can be released into the distribution system. So this is the sewage treatment, and in this sewage treatment it involves three processes: physical, chemical and biological process. Now come to the alternatives to sewage system. Low cost on-site sewage disposal systems have been developed to take care of places where there is no sewage system, like in rural areas or in case of isolated buildings. So this system includes septic tank, chemical toilets. A septic tank is consist of concrete or metal tank with an outlet submerged in the ground, and domestic sewage enters the tank through another inlet pipe, and the solid settle in the tank and the liquid flows through the outlet pipes into the soil. Now come to the sanitation and diseases. Diseases occur due to the lack of cleanliness, poor sanitation and contaminated drinking water supplies. Because contaminated drinking water can cause different kind of diseases. And in many parts of our country, proper toilet, sewerage facilities are not available to the people. So people defecate in the open near fields or railway tracks and dry riverbeds, and human excreta lying in the open is a health hazard. As a result, water pollution and soil pollution can take place, and water pollution can cause different kind of diseases, and diseases you know that cholera, typhoid, dysentery and hepatitis. Now come to the what should be done. What should be done to maintain sanitation and water pollution? First one, wastage should be disposed of properly and not thrown away anywhere. Proper toilet facilities should be provided to the rural people, those who are living in the rural areas. If they will get proper toilet facilities, then it is good. And chemical wastage from the factories should be properly treated before being released into the water. And sewage from cities should not be discharged directly into the rivers, and it must be treated and made harmless before release, and ensure that there are no leaking sewage pipes, and ensure that there are no open drains and flies and mosquitoes breed in stagnant water in ponds and lakes. And as individual in homes, the following precautions should be taken. What kind of precautions they can take? Chemicals like paints, insecticides and medicines should not be thrown in the drains, and these things kill microbes that help to purify water. And used food remains, tea leaves, cotton sanitary towel should not be thrown in the drains, because they can choke the pipes and drains, and so they do not allow free flow of oxygen, and this slow down the degradation process. Cooking oil and fats should not be thrown in the down the drain, and these items on hardening block the pipes. And reduce the quantity of waste production. And this is all about chapter 18, wastewater management. Oral questions are given on page number 206 in old book. You have to do with yourselves, and chapter 18 wastewater management completed.